Hey guys, welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We're your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Today is the 15th of September, 2019. We have a great show for you today. Speaking of Ireland, we're going to talk about Brexit, but we're over here in the UK. You know what I need? Is I wish I had a nice world thing that we could kind of spin and show people where we were at.
You know what? That would be so fun. Yeah.
I don't know where I'd put it.
Yeah. I used to have a spinning globe. I love globes. I have an obsession with maps and globes. And I used to
But our house is really small for those things.
My
you need
room,
a mansion.
I had the National Geographic world map in my room, and then when that one for years, and then when that one kind of started to get torn up, I got another one, and I always had a globe.
I forgot about that.
I'm obsessed with them.
You're a globetrotter that doesn't go
in my
anywhere.
mind. I know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so we're going to Ireland.
A group of Irish feminists on their way to Belfast, Northern Ireland, to protest They're protesting the silent pro-life march that happened last week, I believe.
Those silent protesters.
Listen to the song lyrics here.
I don't know if I can.
The North of Ireland, we will give up the fight until abortion is every person's right. We need abortion, safe, local, and free. We need abortion.
How do you sing something like that with a smile on your face? We won't give up our fight until abortion is safe, legal, and free, and they need abortion.
Okay, so, all right.
Here's
the problem that I have with this.
We need to kill babies. Yes, we're happy about killing babies.
I know, it's awful. Okay, so here's the problem that I have with this, okay, is if we want to have a discussion about women that have become pregnant because they were raped, or women who are at a literal medical risk carrying their child to term.
Well, and then you should be saying we need abortion, okay, to abort something. Here's the thing. If your arm, it has gangrene, and it's starting to produce sepsis into your body.
Yeah.
You never say, can't wait to amputate my arm.
Exactly.
I need to amputate my arm.
And that's the thing.
It's like, oh my gosh, of course you need to be able to amputate your arm. Of course, if there's a baby inside of you causing sepsis or a sickness, you have to be able to remove the baby, because if it's causing the life of the mother to be in danger, then those instances are so incredibly rare. They're almost non-existent.
I want to be very clear that we are against abortion in all cases, except for something like that. If you have an ectopic pregnancy, right, where the baby is growing in the fallopian tubes and the baby has to be, it has to happen.
I'm going to do some pictures. This is the pro-life march behind you.
Then I understand that. For medical reasons, if the child has to be, if it's killing the mother, literally, I understand that. I actually do. But for rape, I don't agree with abortion. I don't agree with abortion at all, but I think that it's a little bit different when the woman's life is at risk.
Here's the thing.
Well, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I just want to get that aside before I actually make my point.
I want you to see, though, the large march, pro-life march here, that there are that Ireland is predominantly pro-life. And people, I know that they know that it passed. Yeah. The abortion bill passed. But it still doesn't mean that.
The thing that bothers me about the video that we just watched with those women singing is the fact that there is no seriousness, because what she says is we won't stop until abortions are safe, legal, and free. Now that last word is really, really important, okay? Because even if you have universal health care, even if you have universal health care, stating that you should be able to have sex freely, not use protection, not do anything whatsoever to be responsible, that you should just be able to do all of these things freely, okay, sleep around, get pregnant, and then kill that child and have the rest of society
That's a lot of people here.
pay to have that done, and you want to cheer about it. That's the part that I really want to hone in on the fact that that's what's so wrong about it. It's like this, we're not even talking about having safe, legal, and free abortions for something that might be justifiable. They're talking about for every woman who just wants to go get knocked up, as it were, to use a phrase that the world coins, to just go get knocked up whenever you want, to just have free sex,
elective abortion,
and just to be able to have free abortion, and just that's what we all should have. Every woman should be free to just sleep around with whoever she wants, get pregnant anytime she wants, and have that child killed.
We get what they're saying, but now there's these good people here.
Okay,
we were not asked, and they cannot speak. That's what their sign says here. Thousands are marching. This is the church militant here. 20,000. And this is for my Protestant viewers who are pro-life. You have to admit that it says tens of thousands of people took part of the March for Lives in Belfast city centre to protest the Westminster government's abortion law, which would force abortion up to 28 weeks in Northern Ireland. The march was the last major public event before Westminster's cruel and extreme law is set to be forced in Northern Ireland. Precious Life, who organized the march, said they were heartened and encouraged by the turnout, which showed that the pro-life majority of Northern Ireland are fighting back against this undemocratic law. The pro-life majority of Northern Ireland came out in their thousands today to say loud and clear, abortion not in our name. And what I want to say to my Protestant friends, or I don't even like to call people Protestant, non-Catholic Christians in general who do not identify as Catholic, it is by and large, the pro-life movement worldwide is led by Catholics. And that is where we have to recognize that the Protestant church is not very well organized in pro-life matters. Right. That there is I've always known this, that the Catholic Church, and maybe God allows the Catholic Church to stay stolart. I do not agree with a lot of their traditions and teachings, and the fact that, over the years they've kind of evolved from we are the only way to we're the only way, but yeah, you can be Christians too, okay, and it's kind of like it's kind of a crazy world, but I wish we could come together on this a little bit stronger. I feel like non-Catholics don't feel it as much, which is kind of disappointing in a way, but
they used to. So if you go back and you watch, I want you guys to find this movie. Write this down. Go get a pen. What's it called, Leah?
What are you talking about?
Our anti-abortion movie that we share with people. The
Unplanned?
No. Way back when, the one that's got all the little kind of Baptist-looking women on it. Yeah, but yeah. The pill, something the pill. Oh, great. So I just told you, go get a pen. I can't remember. All right, so I'm going to try and find it and put it in the description. I want you to purchase this movie. It's a documentary, but what they do is they go back and they talk about the history of abortion through the church. But
they did say that the Protestants kind of gave up
exactly
real early on.
But before that, when you used to have the Council of Nice or whatever. Not Nice, that's totally
There were
wrong.
Other councils, other Protestant church
where
councils.
They would get together and decide kind of what the rules were going to be accepted. Right. And for 2,000 years,
the church was always pro-life.
Known, every church, Protestant, Catholic, in between, whatever,
right.
We were always pro-life, and it started with
anti-contraception.
It started with contraception by allowing that, and I think some people take for granted that contraception has been legal forever, and it hasn't.
70s.
It was in the 70s, and it was actually only for married couples. And if you weren't married, you couldn't get a contraception pill.
And we didn't have overpopulation then in the 70s either.
Yeah.
So, all right, back to Nigel.
Proper Brexit. We've got Labour Party, Liberal Democrats, many others, doing their utmost to stop Brexit, using every technique they can to overturn the referendum of 3.5 years ago. A Conservative Party, new leader, Boris Johnson, who says he's going to deliver Brexit, but it seems now he wants to reheat Mrs May's deal that failed 3 times in Parliament and had very little support in the country. You know, and if we leave with a new European treaty that is Brexit in name only, that would be a complete sellout and betrayal. What we're saying is simple. We need to leave on the 31st of October with a clean break.
You talk about a clean break. In the run-up to the referendum, you talked a lot about Norway. You described them as rich, self-governing, happy. It's okay for you to change your mind on these things, but how can you be sure that Leave voters have also changed their mind?
No, I said Norway can catch their own fish. Under this withdrawal agreement.
You also said they were rich, happy and self-governing.
Yeah, and they were, absolutely, and in a far better place than we are.
So could we be with a Norway-style Brexit?
No, because this is not that. This is far worse than that. We are paying £39 billion to leave the European Union in name only, to still be governed by all their laws, to have no say over how those laws are made.
Would you accept a Norway-style Brexit now?
No, of course not. I said in the referendum, if you remember in the last couple of weeks, no deal is better than a bad deal, right? I want to leave with a good deal. What's being offered is a bad deal. Therefore, let's leave with a clean break Brexit. Let's go. I think we're all sick to death of this going on. All these shenanigans in Parliament, our country being reduced to a laughingstock on the world stage. Let's leave with a clean break. And you know what? We can then get on with the rest of our lives.
People might say you're a bit of a one-issue party. What else do you have to offer people of the North West?
This is the biggest defining issue in this country for hundreds of years. Are we to be? We have pioneered the idea of infrastructure spending over the north of England. We can cut the foreign aid budget by half, get rid of ludicrous projects like HS2, not give £39 billion to the European Union. We've argued to stop charging 6% interest on student loans. We've put lots of ideas on the table, and we'll do more of that as the next general election approaches. But getting our country free, not being governed from Brussels, that matters right now more than anything.
Somebody explain something to me. Okay. Speaking of the not charging 6%. Now, here is where I believe that conservative people and the left, you would think that they could come together in this common sense. This is common sense.
Yes.
So if the government is going to back student loans,
right,
why not make them interest-free? The government is backing these student loans, and they're put forth by banks.
Right.
Well, if the government backs these student loans by saying, well, if you default, then we will garnish people's wages, right?
Right.
Well, why doesn't the government just give everybody loans at interest-free instead of free education? Because what happens is, you know why? Because there are lobbyists who are making billions of dollars off of these student loans. And when you have, like, in our country, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders up there saying you want to have free college,
right,
they're just kicking the can to somebody else to get billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And nobody really actually wants to help people. And so with Nigel Farage, like, why don't we just, if we're giving away loans to people, why not just make them interest-free? Like,
it's a good question.
You know what I mean? Like, seriously. And it just boggles my mind that the left is, like, so stupid that you can't even come to, like, a libertarian mindset where, okay, we're giving away loans, let's make them interest-free. Like, no, well, we couldn't do that. We'd rather, you got to make college free instead. You know, it's like, that people...
So I'm so glad that you guys are here with us. I'm so glad that you are part of our Resistance Chicks family.
And our pre-rehearsal.
Yeah.
Live.
That too. I'm glad that you support us. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to our videos. And when I say comment, I really mean it. The more comments you leave on our videos after the fact, just because you left something in the chat, leave it in the comment section. It really, really does help. Share our videos. Get the message out there. Patriot Gallery works really hard.
She's been cutting up the videos.
Cutting up the videos so you guys can have shorter videos.
Trying to get around that censorship algorithm.
Exactly. So thanks to Patriot Gallery. We will be back on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our weekly roundup. And hopefully before that. You never know. We've got a studio. Yes, hopefully we will have a Bible study this week. So, John, I think we're in 21. I'm really excited about that. I think we are. I probably just said that wrong, but I think we are. So you guys are a blessing. Thank you to all of our moderators who were here today and everybody that was in the chat contributing to a wonderful show. It was a great show. Good job, Leah.
Thank you. Good job, Michelle.
Thank you. Remember, guys, it's not just a conspiracy theory if it's actually the truth. We love you. God loves you.
One more time.
Okay. Just kidding. We're going again.
On our way out.
Okay.
Amazing love, how can it be
that you, my king, would die for me?
Yeah.
Amazing love, I know it's true, and it's my joy to honor you in all I do, to honor you. All right, you guys. God bless.
I was cold all alone, no place for home every day, so afraid. But you called my name.